What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Horsepower Obsessed. Thanks for pressing play. Today, as you can see behind me, we have a C8 Corvette here, and we're going to talk about something very important to the C8 Corvette and really pretty much any car out there, and that's going to be warranty and what affects it. Let's dive into this one. All right, guys, so as you can see here, there is a C8 Corvette in my driveway. This is not my C8 Corvette, though, because mine has actually been sold. You guys probably saw the previous video of the new owner picking it up, but this is not my car. I actually have a friend who has a C8 Corvette. Like I said, there will always be C8 Corvette content on this channel, and eventually C8 Corvette Z06 content on this channel. So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is something that has come up a couple different times on my channel, and it is warranty. Whether it's the C8 Corvette, the ZR1, even my Colorado, there are things that I do to my cars that people are constantly asking me, hey, will this affect warranty? That answer is not as black and white as I would like it to be, so I can't just say yes or no. What we're going to do today is talk about it specifically in a radiator grill cover type way. So if you guys haven't seen the previous video I did on the radiator grill covers, I will link it up to the top right of this one, but basically I installed some grills that will go in front of the radiator openings here in the front of the car to help protect the radiators from getting beat up from rocks, bugs, all that other stuff getting stuck in there, possibly damaging the radiator. There's a million different reasons why you would want something like that. It has recently come to my attention that this has been talked about on other channels and other blogs and vlogs on the internet, and some of these people are saying do not put these radiator grills on your car because it will void warranty. That is not 100% true. We're going to kind of dive into this and break down how the warranty is affected with any mod out there and how it's not always quite as black and white as to whether it will affect your warranty. So by now, I'm sure you guys are asking, well, Justin, what will affect the warranty and what won't? And like I said, it's not quite that black and white. What we're going to talk about today is why the radiator grills on your C8 Corvette, or really any car, will not affect your warranty. Basically, what I'm getting at here is when we put the radiator grills on, it doesn't immediately make it so your car is out of warranty. It would have to be something that specifically happened to the car as a direct result from installing those radiator grills that GM would deny your warranty. With that said, there are a bunch of different radiator grill options out there. The ones I choose to go with are the ones from the guys over at C8 Vet Parts Online. I will link them in the description down below. You definitely should check them out. They are the easiest ones to install and, in my opinion, the highest quality ones as well. The C8 that sits in front of me does not have the C8 Vet Parts Online radiator grills installed, but instead he has the Paragon Performance radiator grills. So it literally does not matter which one you go with. Paragon Performance, C8 Vet Parts Online, there is about 15 other brands that make the same kind of thing, and none of them will directly void your warranty. And like I said, it is just some double-sided tape, which I will link that video up the top right of this one if you guys haven't seen it yet. This is how they get installed, right on the outside of the stock radiator openings, just like this. Like I said, I don't want to install them because this car already has them, but they would just be stuck on just like that. No removing the bumper, no climbing under the car, real easy install right here. And they look fantastic because they actually match the rear hatch area honeycomb spots of the OEM trunk lid. So you can see the same kind of material there, so it looks very OEM. Now, the biggest reason I wanted to start talking about this is because Rich over at C8 Vet Parts Online reached out to me recently and told me how big of an issue this is becoming. Like I said, I have heard this before on my channel for pretty much anything I've ever installed on any C8 Corvette, or really any Corvette in general, and that is people are expecting mods to void your warranty even when they don't. So I want to kind of put out there the correct information here. I want everybody to understand that just because you modify the car does not mean you are voiding the warranty. Now, there are obviously exceptions to this rule. The biggest one, if you tune your car, you are voiding any warranty that is directly related to that tune. Now, obviously, if you take a tune and slap it on this C8 Corvette, I know you can't yet, but if you could, and then right afterwards the engine blows up, odds are very good that is not going to be warranted. You're going to take it to GM and they're going to look at it and say, the tune is what caused this. Now, you guys also want to understand it would then be on GM to prove that the tune is what caused that issue. So the burden of proof will fall on GM regardless of what the mod is. But before we get too much into that, I want you to understand that this is almost never the situation. So these particular grills from C8 Vet Parts Online are some of the highest quality ones I've seen, and he just recently made it so there's a cutout for the front button, and I freaking love that. So guys, I had these ones installed on my C8 Corvette, never had an issue, never even saw a 1 degree rise in temperature because of them. They literally work exactly like they should. They stop bugs and rocks from getting into those radiators and messing them up. If I had a gigantic cooling issue and all of a sudden the car overheated and the engine exploded, GM could make the argument that these caused the issue. So in that situation, it would be up to GM to prove that something that has an opening like that caused an overheating issue, which basically what I'm saying is that would never be able to happen because there is almost zero restriction applied on top of what's already there. Recently, the owner and operator of the C8 Vet Parts Online website was contacted by the guys over at Ron Fellows to have all these radiator grills sent over to the C8 Corvettes that are used there, and they were going to place a gigantic order with him until someone stepped in and started talking about the warranty issues. The best part about the radiator grills from C8 Vet Parts Online is that they have been tested in a wind tunnel to verify that they really do not affect the air flowing into the front end of the car, nor any of the aerodynamic outside portions. Like I said, I already have a video installing these, so I don't want to install them on a car that already has a different set of radiator grills. But like I said, it doesn't matter which version you get, whether it's from C8 Vet Parts Online or from Paragon Performance or any of the other ones out there, they're all going to be the same. It is up to GM to prove that there would be an issue caused by those. But enough about the grills. What I want to talk about is any single mod, anything, any mod you do to this car, that car, this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what car you're installing it on. The odds of that mod ruining your warranty is slim to none. I had mentioned earlier the tuning option. If you were able to actually tune this car and you tuned it, that could potentially affect your warranty. But I want to be even clearer than that. If you throw a tune on this, and even if GM knows you have tuned it, it will only void your warranty on things that are directly related to that tune. So if your warranty is voided because you've tuned the car and you let GM know that and they say, hey, that is now void, it doesn't matter because it will not affect things like your suspension, or if your seat rips, or if your mirror falls off. Those would still be covered under your bumper to bumper warranty because those are not directly affected by the fact that you have tuned the car. So when you say, will this affect my warranty? There are multiple levels of whether or not it would. A tune is not going to affect things such as your exhaust, your suspension, your wheels, the paint, the seats, the interior, any of that stuff. All a tune would necessarily affect would be directly the engine or the transmission, assuming GM can prove that your tune caused that issue. Now, like I said, guys, I only wanted to really talk about this because it's one of the topics that keeps coming up on my channel. People are always asking, will this void your warranty? And the answer is almost always no. So if you get an aftermarket exhaust, it's not going to void your warranty unless GM can prove that the problem you're having is a direct result of you changing out the exhaust. So, for example, I buy a brand new exhaust for the C8 Corvette, I install it, and then all of a sudden, I'm having a leaking issue from the headers. So I take it to GM for some warranty work. They're gonna pull it apart and find, while I was installing that exhaust, maybe I loosened one of the header bolts or broke it off myself. That's not gonna be covered. I caused that damage. The aftermarket exhaust possibly caused that damage. It's not gonna be covered under warranty, but your warranty is not voided. It's just not going to cover that particular part because your aftermarket part caused the issue. This is one of the things, like I said, has come up on the channel multiple times, and I wanted to clarify it as best as I possibly could because the answer is never 100% black or white. But at the same time, it is very, very, very rare that your specific mod, especially a small one, will ever actually affect all of your warranty on the car. Even if it did affect the powertrain or the issue you're specifically looking at, it is never going to completely just void the warranty. You're always still going to have the warranty as long as you're in warranty, regardless of what mods you do. So just to recap, if we were to install different wheels and tires on this car and all of a sudden the wheel hub went bad, GM would have to prove that the wheels actually affected that wheel hub in order to deny that warranty claim. And even if they did prove that your wheel messed up that wheel hub, all they're going to do is not cover that wheel hub. You'll have to replace that and pay for it out of pocket, but the rest of your warranty is still 100% intact. So the question of will this void my warranty, in general, is no, because your warranty is always going to be intact minus that one specific part that has been affected by the aftermarket part you installed. At the end of the day, I'm doing this because, like I said, a lot of misinformation is out there. A lot of people believe that if you install something, it's going to totally 100% void your warranty. The odds of it voiding even a small portion of your warranty are very slim, because most of the mods I do here on my channel are not major enough to actually cause an issue with your powertrain or even your bumper-to-bumper warranty. With the exception of a tune, you're pretty much never going to be denied warranty coverage for anything I've done on this channel. And that includes the radiator vent grills that I have installed on my C8 Corvette and that this C8 Corvette has installed on it. With all this said, guys, I highly recommend the C8 Vet Parts Online radiator grills. Those were the ones I had on my C8 Corvette before I sold it. They are the easiest ones to install. They are the best looking ones in my opinion. And because they install on the outside of the grill, they are easier to clean than the ones that install behind the factory grills. That video will be linked up to the top right of this video, so definitely check it out if you haven't seen it yet, guys. But that's pretty much going to do it here. I want to make sure everybody understands what the warranty situation is all about with the C8 Corvette, or really any car that you are installing aftermarket parts on, because I want you to understand that what I do here on this channel is a lot of aftermarket stuff. I like to make the cars mine, but at the same time, you're not necessarily voiding any factory warranty by doing any of this stuff, especially if you're smart about it. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw here, please smash that thumbs up button. I really want to hear from you guys in the comments down below, because I want to make sure everybody is fully on board and fully understands what it is I'm saying here. I don't want any misconceptions that any warranty of this car will never be voided regardless of your mods. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that it is very unlikely your total warranty of your car would ever be voided by one single mod, even a tune on the car. It is on GM. It is up to them to actually show that your mod caused the issue that you are trying to have warranted. And even if it did, that does not necessarily void all of the warranty on your car. It would only do so for that specific issue you're having that is directly related to your aftermarket part or tune. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I really want to talk about this because I know some of you out there don't really fully understand how the warranty works, why it would be voided or why it wouldn't be voided. I want to spread awareness on this subject as best I possibly can, because it is definitely a big issue. I hear it all the time with every single mod I ever do on these cars or trucks. But anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Like I said, I have sold my C8 Corvette, but there is always going to be a C8 Corvette of some kind on this channel, and soon enough, the Z06. And I don't want you guys missing any of this content, because all of the Corvette guys out there, you are going to want to see what is coming. I promise you, you are going to love everything that I'm doing here on this channel. But for now, guys, I am going to go ahead and end this one. I will catch you in the next one.